What's up? This is Mikhail with Hustle System, where art meets commerce. And in this video, we're going to be teaching you how to create your own luck because, lucky people get it easier in life than unlucky people. And luck is actually not a mystery. Luck is something that you can manifest at will if you understand the concept that luck is really just an intersection of skill and opportunity. But how to get to that intersection is often a challenge for people because it's a little bit abstract, right? You ever watch people and they just seem like they're getting everything they want out of life. Everything that they do is easy. Everything that they accomplish is effortless. And the more that you seem to try and do it, the harder that it becomes, right? Well, it's because you're not going from the sweet spot. You are taking your actions from an uncalibrated place. And as a result of that, it's very difficult, you're off balance, and it's very, very hard for you to get the results that you're after. So we're gonna dissect and break down exactly what you need to do to find that calibration point in the middle and create your own luck. Okay, so there's 4 components. The first is to do what you love. And I know that sounds, the most like cliche motivational advice, right? Chase the passion, do what you love, tap into the heart energy, la-di-da-di. But it really is true because the more that you drive from the heart to get to those results, the more congruent it's going to be, and the easier it's going to be for you to push forward, especially when things get tough, right? You ever have that where it's tough to keep going and you gotta just tap into something almost not human in order to continue moving forward? Well, if you're doing something from the heart, it's gonna be a lot easier to get through those moments, and where others will have quit, you'll actually push through, right? But we all know that just doing something you love is really not enough to build a real business. You gotta have some other components. So the other component is doing something you love that people will pay you money for. Do what you love, do something that people will pay you money for. And we're already getting closer. You can already feel the energy. You can feel the abundance. You can feel the lightness and fun that comes from just having those 2 things in place. Now, how do you find what it is that people will pay you money for? Do something that the world needs. Do what you love, something that people will pay you money for, what the world needs. And how do you figure that out? Well, you should be smart enough if you're watching this video to be able to look around and look at the world and figure out what are people needing in this world that they will pay money for. It should be a pretty obvious observation. Got a little Apple Watch, got a little shirt, got a little sunglasses, got a haircut, got a whole bunch of things in this universe that generate value that the world needs. Do what you love. Some people will pay you money for what the world needs. And the last component between these 4 things that get you to that sweet spot of creating your own luck is do something you're actually good at. Because that thing that you love might not be that thing that you're good at. You might have a exceptional skill that is just waiting to be tapped into and shared with the universe, shared with the world. And yes, it might overlap with doing something you love, but that's the whole point. It's not just enough to do something you're good at, because you could be really good at something, but it doesn't really drive you, it doesn't really bring you passion. Maybe it's not really high value skill that people pay a lot of money for. So I'm talking to you here, what I want you to ask is, well, what do you love to do? What are those things that you enjoy? What are those moments where you get in a flow state and time flies by and you come back at them and go, whoa, where did those hours go? Where did those days go? That was a blast. You're having such a good time. You're in the state of pure channeling of this energy to deliver something to the planet that's truly yours. And then look around. What are the things that people have paid you for in the past and might pay you for in the future? And then what are the things that people need? Like, what is it that people ask you? Is it a deep emotional conversation? Is it some specific skill set? Is it to create some sort of value for them that they are not getting from anywhere else? Start to make those observations and start to connect those dots. And then what are you actually good at? What is that feedback that you've gotten from the real world out here in the universe that you are good at this? And this is often a point that people resist because they know they're good at something and yet their passion lies somewhere else, right? They know they're amazing at a specific skill set, and that skill set could bring them great wealth, great abundance, but they're just not that passionate about it. What you want to do is you want to find that intersection. Do what you love, do what people will pay you money for, do what their own needs, and do what you're good at. And that is how you bring yourself into balance. And now every action is effortless. It is fluid. And you're able to get results that other people can't get because you don't get tired, you don't get exhausted. You're simply able to push through beyond the dynamic of any of these limitations that everybody else has. And as you go and you start to explore this paradigm, and you start to evolve and you start to grow and you start to expand, what you will find is that your life purpose and your life mission will start to come from this intersection. You've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, boom at the X, and that goes forward, and that propels you forward. And then it allows you to reach out and grab somebody else and propel them forward with you as well. And that's really why we're here, right? Because it's one thing to find it for yourself, but it's another thing to find it for yourself and help others find it for themselves. And then it's something else entirely to do that, to build a community, and to tackle the big problems that we face in our current society together, hand in hand from a position of power. But before you can contribute that power, you first have to put yourself in a position of power. So, something to think about. Number one, you create your own luck. Luck is just the intersection of skill and opportunity. And to maximize those things, you got to balance the four. Do what you love, do what people will pay you money for, do what the world needs, and do something that you are great at. Master those concepts, and I guarantee you that you will live a much more happy, fruitful, and impactful life. This has been Mikhail with Hustle System, where art meets commerce. If you haven't yet, click the notification bell below this video so that you can be notified when I upload more amazing videos like this. And if you haven't checked out the mentoring program, I highly recommend it. It's something that I've put my heart and soul into. It's a decade of my life's work delivered to you. There will be a link in the description for that. It's Mikhail with Hustle System, and this has been how to create your own luck. I look forward to helping you win, and I will see you in the next video.